Okay, somebody asked me to do this video on Etsy, ETSY. I shorted it a long time ago and made a little money on it and got out of it and wasn't too sure because there's not a lot of history to go on, and I just kind of left it alone. And boy, I tell you what, looking back, man, I should have stayed with the short because it really got clobbered. So let's see what we see now. So this is on a weekly. It looks like it's above the zero line. Looks like it's had some base here for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 weeks. It's kind of held up at this 660, 670 area. Looks like it's been some source of support for a little while. Maybe worth trying now that it's actually established itself a little bit. Looks like this week here, earlier in the week, today it was down 24 cents or almost 3%, but it looks like it had an up thrust here back to this old area, which was 849. So it looks like it might be wanting to try to kind of break out and maybe go into this area, the last area of the actual breakdown here. This was the very last area of serious breakdown, and this was at almost 11 bucks, let's call it. So I don't want to look too much higher than that. Like I said, this is just we can call this area at 14, but this stock, to me, I don't know if this thing's got almost 100% move in it. But it looks like it might want to have even just this bounce to maybe 11 bucks or so. And so far it's really good because the area of the stop out is really close, and that's it's been to a very close area of consolidation. So like I said, below like 660 would be a stop with a possible opportunity to run to 11 bucks. Let's look at on the daily and see what it looks like on the daily and see, yep, it made a little bit of a breakthrough right there on the daily. So, and it is above the 20, between the 20 and the 50 right now, and it looks like it had yesterday. It looks like it had the nice little breakout here, kind of almost got to filling above this gap, and then of course today was kind of shot back down, kind of expected. This is not really a strong stock, but like I said, it's so close to the stop out area, it might be worth a shot because it looks like it's trying to get some legs to go. So if we get above this 842, you have a really good opportunity of possibly getting back up into this $10 or $11 mark, which would be good reward. Let's look at the options on it. It's got to be cheap. And I'm gonna yeah, look at there. 757. They're stacked up pretty decent, and it is cheap, but those are $10. I wouldn't buy those. It's too far out of the money. I don't really like that at all, even though that's where the money's stacked up on them. Let's look at, boy, there's not much of a choice. It go out in 120 days. And there's the 10s again. That's all they're giving you. I mean, you can get into the 7.5s, but risk versus reward, that's a little pricey to me. I mean, it's got a lot of time left in it. If it goes to 10, yeah, it's good money, 10 or 11. This has got good time value in it. Time value is still worth something. I don't like the spread in it, though, a little bit. Let's look at these March again. See, it's a 10-cent spread on here, but I mean for 35 cents, if it starts moving right away, I mean, I guess you could do okay with them. I'm just really not real thrilled about the options on this one. So, I mean, they're cheap. Could be worth a shot, but for me, I think I'm going to pass on this one. I'm going to watch to see what they're doing, but they might be just cheaper just to buy the shares. But I don't know about that either, because like I said, because with the options, at least you're limiting the options might not be exactly what I want, but at least you're limiting your risk. So I don't know. I think something's up, and I think they're going to get a nice move to the upside. I'll look at it here in maybe another couple of days, but right now all I can say is there is a trade here. Just depends on what type of risk you want to take on, whether you want to take on the options and go for a little bit more. They're not exactly really what I like. They have a little bit more of a spread to them, and they're a little bit costly for being in the money for as cheap as this stock is. I think there's other better plays out there, but this still has a nice reward to it if this were to jump up to 11 bucks or so. And who knows, this could be a candidate for buyout. Could just even get a rumor and get a pop on a day, or maybe these earnings that are coming up right here on the 23rd, they might boost the stock up a little bit. But you got to wonder how much. I mean, even if this thing popped $1 on earnings or so, it's really not gonna do a lot. So I don't know. But there it is. This is definitely, I would say right now, until proven otherwise, this is definitely a buy. However you choose to do it, because it's got a really sweet little easy little stop out right now at 660. So you're really limiting the risk that you're putting into it. So I think you can go ahead if you're interested in this one, and this is something that you're excited about and you want to play it. I think you can play it to the upside. Like I said, however, just make sure that you maintain the stop here around 660, and then and see what the earnings catalyst can do. Okay, good luck.